Hello everybody. Today we're talking about warm and cool flowers, and this would be something nice to give to Mom for Mother's Day or birthday or any special occasion. So what we're going to start with is a horizon line. Now we have our paper positioned up and down. It's tall. Usually a landscape is this way. We're having our paper turned like a portrait up and down. So it's vertical. Then we need a horizon right here, just a bumpy line. And we're going to put stems of our flowers. We're making warm and cool flowers today. And we want a circle. And then we need a stick or a stem, as your science teachers would tell you. So there's a leaf shape. Now, on each flower, you want to draw concentric circles. That means a circle inside of another circle. And I'm keeping them about the same width. Then I need a dot. It looks a lot like a lollipop or a baleta for this assignment. And we're going to change colors. We're going to use warm and cool colors. Now, you could trace a circle if you want to, but I'm trying my best to freehand. Because if I practice drawing circles, I get better. And there we go. So I've got this ready, and then this needs a stem about in the center. And then it could have a leaf that goes this way. They don't all need to have leaves, but I just want this to look good. I need 4 circles to equal 4 flowers. And this one's a little smaller. That's fine. Circles inside of circles. Concentric circles. Can you say concentric? Concentric means one inside of another. 1, 2, 3, 4 circles. So we need the stem for this. Straight down. Just pull your pencil straight down. And then here is the leaf. And then this one straight down. And then here is the leaf. And I could have more than one leaf on my stem. That's fine. And no, and maybe here. And so I just decided to put leaves. And we've got our good drawing of concentric circles. Now, what might be best to do is the background first. I could do these, cut them out, put them on a blue background, but I don't want it to take that much time for you. Let's see how we can do this. Why don't we try it with markers first? So, we could draw in the sky. We could shade it in with a crayon, which might be the safest way to do it. And if I skin my crayon, if I take the paper off of it, and I'm even looking for a crayon as I'm talking to you, but I don't see one that's skinned. So I have to pull the paper off of this. Mom might say, well, you're ruining your crayons. Well, actually, no. You can still use this crayon. It just doesn't look brand new, but that's the way we know that we've used it. Take for example, this notebook. This is what I draw my ideas in for lesson plans. So just in the last month or so, these are the drawings I've made. I don't know if you could see these too well, but yeah. So every assignment, and then ideas for other assignments, and then here's a list of the assignments, and then different ideas for assignments, and I sketch all the time. So this shows that this is used, and that's a good thing. Just like this crayon, use your materials. Otherwise, they just sit there. Now I'm noticing that this crayon is purplish blue, but I'm fine with that. I think it looks kind of neat. And then I'm just scooting this up to the edge. I don't want to get it where I'm going to draw or paint next. Take your time with this part, because if you rush with it, you can really wreck your drawing and make it look not as good, and it won't look like you wanted it to. So you need to take your time to fill things in. If you wanted to cut these out and put them on a blue sheet of paper or something, that is fine too. Did you notice when I'm rubbing this crayon, it doesn't matter really what direction I go. It's going to look the same because it doesn't have a point. If it did have a point, you would see the directions of the marks. But since you're just rubbing the side of the crayon, you don't see all that, which is kind of neat. And this is a quick way to fill in your paper. I want to make sure that everybody knows how to do this at Frontier School, because this is the quickest way to shade in or color in a background. Lift your crayon where you don't want it to touch, where you don't want it to make a mark. Think about what you're doing, pay attention to it, and then it should turn out just fine. I don't need to draw a hard line around everything because I don't want it to look that way. I want this to look soft. Now I did get some blue onto here. Well, that's okay. That'll help me make my decision of what colors I'm going to put in there. I couldn't put yellow over that. That just wouldn't look right. It'd be purple and yellow, which would be some other color that we're not going for. I'm looking at my drawing and making sure that I have just about everything filled in. Very good. So the next part, I could color this in. I could go with this, but I thought something fun to do. Maybe we could use markers today if you have them. If not, use crayons. We're using warm and cool colors today, and I'm going to put them together in each flower. So red is hot, and then I could do orange, and then I could do yellow, and then I could do red again. So I'm simply doing that on this flower, just hot colors, red, orange, and yellow. Now the stem will be the color of a stem. What is the color of a plant's stem, usually? What color? Here's a hint. If you said green, you were correct. So yes, this will be green. And the easiest way to color it in is just to pull this line right inside that drawing, right in between my pencil lines that I already put there. Draw dark around the lines, and then you can draw light inside of it because you've defined the area already. Yes. So I'm back at it. I'm filling in, lightly filling in here in the leaf, just to give it a little different color. I don't want it to be white. What's my next color? I said it earlier. I know that yellow is a hot color. What's my other hot color? Let's look. I've got red. I've got yellow. I've got orange. Pink doesn't count because it's white and red, so it's a shade. Purple is a warmer or a cooler color, not as warm. It's kind of in the middle like green. Blue is a cold color. Purple, kind of cold. Brown doesn't count. It's a tertiary. Blue, orange, and a little bit of red make brown. There's different ways to make it. Well, if you said orange, you are correct. So let's take this delicious orange. This orange color, it's bright. It's funny that the word orange and the fruit orange are the same. The color yellow is not a banana, but it is the color of a banana, but it is not that color. For example, this is an orange crayon. This is an orange. It's the same color, but this is a fruit. Apple is not called red, or red is not called apple. That's something that's always confused me. I don't know about you. Maybe I'm just silly, but yellow is the other hot color, and I'm blending that in right there. This shows me you understand color a little bit. If you can put these hot colors together, and then of course your cool colors together, you're showing that you can demonstrate the understanding. You understand, and you can express what are hot colors. So this is a hot color flower. Now let's do a cool color flower. Let's talk about these. We've already used red, orange, and yellow. So that means we can use purple, green, and blue. So let's do that. Maybe I want the center of this one blue. And then it's going to be purple and green and then blue. I'm using the side of my crayon. I said crayon. It's a marker, Mr. C. But I'm using the side of it as a chisel, the chisel point. Not the point, the side. And then I'm pulling this around, and it's going to look really good when I'm finished because I can go over that. Now maybe I don't want to start the next one with blue. I want to start with a different color in the center. I skipped a flower because I have another warm or hot color flower to do. So then green and purple, and then I'm good. So purple, let's see. I can do these different ways. There's my purple right in the center, and then green, and then purple around the edge. So, taking my time, and hopefully you do, to fill this in nicely. We have warm and cool color flowers. Which one is your favorite? Do you like a group of colors more than others? Do you like warm colors more than cool colors, or cool colors more than warm colors, and why? Why do you have that attitude? Why do you believe that? Why is it a like for you? It's okay either way. It's just neat to understand why. Red might have been the color of a car that you rode in and had a good time when you were little. Who knows? It's all different reasons why we choose things, but I think it's fascinating. So there's green. And then I could put green here. It's kind of a carbon copy, but different. The same, but different. We use the same colors. And we just changed up our rhythm and pattern. So our concentric circles changed. They changed colors. Now I have green all through the stems, so is green a warm or cool color? We've said so because we chose it already. Remember, we chose hot colors, cool colors, and this was one of the cool colors. So that is how we know. If you go really lightly, it works a lot like a crayon. The marker can. Sometimes when they're dried out, they kind of look that way anyway. So there's a cool, so I need a hot. Well, this time I want yellow to be on the outside, and it's always a good idea if you're using markers to use yellow first before you get it into something darker and messes up the yellow tip, because you want it to stay nice and bright and clean so that every time you do your work, yellow looks like yellow, not blackish yellow, not anything like that. So red, orange, yellow, and there we go. We're done with our yellow. We said orange was next. And this is going to look different than the last one, just because of the order of the colors. It's the same colors. Look, orange is in that next ring, not the center ring, not the dot in the middle, but it's in the same place. But since yellow is on the outside, this flower is completely different. Just a few things changed. It's not a lot of change, but it really makes a difference. It's a big change for a small change. So then here is red. I'm calling it pinkish red because it's not very dark. It's not saturated. It's kind of light. Almost looks like a crayon drawn in there. But it works for what I'm doing. And there I go. I've colored it in nicely. And I'm going to change up and use my crayon on this one. I'm coloring this in. So we've got that. And the last one, I need to go ahead and color that horizon line. The last one I was going to use green because that'll go quickly. First I'm drawing along the line. Then I'm pulling down, and I can go right in between. I can scoot that marker right in between my lines. Go lightly on this one. So I want it to catch some light, to look like it's almost shining in the light. And I've colored that in now. Pull this down. Be careful to stay in the lines. I might use both of these. Going in a diagonal direction the first time, and I can change it up. But if I hurry and I do a sloppy job, everybody's gonna know it, and I don't give my mom anything sloppy, or my wife, or my daughter, or anybody I care about. I take my time. If not, why give it? Make sure to give somebody something nice. Do your best work on it, not just hurry through it. I'm putting this green on there because I had it in the other stems and leaves, and I think it looks good together. It adds a little depth. I can add some other lines in here just for visual excitement. And I have drawn hot and cool flowers today. I hope you did this along with me. I hope you had fun. You can add different colors of blue into the sky to doctor this up just a bit, make it look cool. Do it the way you want to. It's fine as long as you follow the directions of showing hot and cool flowers. This is something easy to do, something fun to do, and you could write to mom, mom, M-O-M, from lovey-dovey, or whatever you call yourself at home, right? I'm going to go ahead and surround these. Let me show you just a little bit of this. Not me goofing up, but me doing a good job, hopefully. I'm drawing lines around it. Usually you won't see black lines around any flowers, and I would say, no, don't do that. But on this assignment, that's fine. It's more about the color than the flower. And that might sound weird, but the flower is the subject matter of this. And so you can see it looks pretty cool when I seal all this in with my black lines. I've inked it in. And you can take your time and do this, and if you do, I think you're going to be happy with your work. Slow down, take your time, do your best work. Trace those pencil lines. It's always good to do that. And then these are going to look sharp. They're going to look completed. They're not going to look just kind of halfway there, like, I thought about it and I quit. You don't want to do that. You want to complete the idea every time. If I need to go back with my blue, which I think I do, I can fix that little spot that I missed, but it went out a little too much for me. Come back and pull this down. Pull this down, but skip, and then draw this, and then put these on, and you've got those lines, and that looks great. Interested to see how long this is taking me to make. I'm filming and I'm not looking at the camera. I'm just making the art for you to do. Interested to see how long this has taken me, and it will take you that long probably too, boys and girls, if it took me that long and I've had practice. Now, this was a brand new idea to me also, but I bet you'll get it done pretty quickly, and it's fun. You can put different designs into this if you choose to. Leaving it simple looks good too. I'm just doing that to one of them. But there is my hot and cool colored flowers. Hot, hot, cool, cool. And we have them all. Yellow, orange, red, red, orange, yellow, blue, green, purple. Purple, green, blue, purple. So, it's a pattern. Hopefully you enjoyed drawing hot and cool flowers with me. Send me your work. Thank you.